Welcome to this special edition of the Scottish Rite Journal podcast, an audio presentation of the Scottish Rite Journal, brought to you by the Supreme Council of the Scottish Rite, Southern Jurisdiction, Mother Supreme Council of the World. This week's article is Masonry and Passover by Rabbi Harry Silverstone, 32nd degree, and comes from a 1988 issue of the New Age magazine. Masonry and Passover have a lot in common, for the spirit of Masonry and the spirit of Passover is one of liberty. On the Feast of Passover, we invite those who are hungry to join us in the Passover meal. We lift the ceremonial matzah plate and say, "Let anyone who is hungry come in and eat. Let anyone who is needy come in and make Passover." And in Masonry, we invite those who are spiritually hungry in brotherhood, friendship, service, and freedom to join us and partake of Masonic ideals. The festival of Passover is celebrated in commemoration of Israel's liberation from Egypt. The festival is called Passover because the angel of death passed over the houses of the Israelites when God sent the last of the 10 plagues, the slaying of the firstborn, as a punishment over Egypt. That ye shall say, "It is the sacrifice of the Lord's Passover, who passed over the houses of the children of Israel in Egypt, when he smote the Egyptians and delivered our houses." It is also called Feast of Unleavened Bread, because the Israelites left Egypt in such haste that they had to take the dough which they had prepared with them and eat it before it had time to leaven, as the Bible tells us. And they baked unleavened cakes of the dough which they brought forth out of Egypt, for it was not leavened, because they were thrust out of Egypt, and could not tarry, neither had they prepared for themselves any victual. In commemoration of this, the Israelites eat matzah, unleavened bread. Before Passover, the firstborn son of each family, if he is above 13 years of age, fasts in memory of the deliverance of the firstborn of the Israelites when the destroying angel passed over Egypt. It is customary today that the firstborn attend a concluding ceremony of the Talmud, held at the synagogue on that morning, and by participating in this service, they are liberated from fasting. After service at the synagogue, all the members of the family attend the feast called the Seder. In front of the head of the family is placed a dish which contains 3 matzos, a roasted shank bone of lamb, together with a roasted egg. The roasted shank represents the paschal lamb, and the roasted egg, the free will offerings made daily in the Temple of Jerusalem. Also present are bitter herbs and a sop consisting of various fruits pounded into a mucilage. The herbs represent the bitter life the Jewish people had in Egypt, and the mixture of fruits represents the mortar they used for building the homes for the Egyptians. Then the youngest son asks his father the traditional 4-part question: "Why this night above all nights do we eat unleavened bread, bitter herbs, dipped in salt water and in a reclining position?" The father then answers that our own fathers were slaves in Egypt and God delivered them, etc., and therefore God is praised and blessed for his wondrous mercies to our people. The Feast of Passover during the season of spring comes over and over again with new inspiration and great determination to perform the work begun with the deliverance from Egyptian bondage, and to accomplish the task set forth to help bring about the kingdom of heaven on earth.